Hello, this video might be short. This is Tam the Tam BOTC channel, but we're going to do more cosplay. If you remember... Oh, I changed the helmet on accident. Anyways, if you remember my setup for the Ruin Sentinel, you will remember this. Use like a Llewellyn shield, maybe the Orstein and the Black Knight armor. You can use any other top chest piece armor or any other gloves or boots, but I feel like the color represents that of the Ruin Sentinel as well as the design, sort of. And for the helmet, the Outrider, and you can use the Lucerne to represent the weapon. Now we're going to do the Drake Blood, which were from the Sunken King DLC. I don't know if I have this entire setup, so just know that. I also thought, like, if you wanted to do those weird, like, horse-headed knights, I can't remember what they're called, from when you were about to enter the Looking Glass's boss battle room, you could probably pull off, like, Morn's helm with the Llewellyn set, which is the Drang set in this game. Where is the... Maybe this video will be longer due to the fact that I can't find the other parts. Oh, there it is. Alright, I will try not to make this too long. I hope you guys enjoy these. I didn't get to finish on the last one, because I had to cut it off because of the stupid strike on my channel, so I'm sorry about that. But I got to tell you what I had at the end of the last video in this video. Let's see. Huh. Do I not have a shield for that? Anyways, use something like the Knight Shield or maybe the Shield of Want. Or if you get the actual shield and sword from the Drake Blood Knights, those will also do. I might have to... Oh, there it is. So, sort of do something like this setup, and you got yourself a Drake Blood Knight. You can find them in the same place you fight the Nameless King and the Drake boss, which is a giant dragon that is the easiest and most stupid boss in the game. Sorry. Anyways, let's be moving on. So the next boss we will do, we might start doing some Dark Souls 3 characters here. So let's get on with first the Black Knight. Of course, you know to use the Black Knight armor set. You can farm the Black Knights for these, especially in the dark version of Firelink Shrine. You can also get their shield. The same goes sort of with the Silver Knights, except at Anne Orlando or Ithral Boreal Valley. But you might want to use either a Black Knight sword, depending on your preference. That was one of the games I used to use a lot in the first Dark Souls game. Or the Black Knight Greatswords, which is another awesome weapon. Awesome setup that they brought this back. Or, if you're not into those and you love using a heavier weapon like an axe, even though those are heavier weapons, you got the Black Knight Great Axe, which was probably harder for me to get. But it's awesome and worth it. Look at that. Awesome. That's it. Us. Man. We will probably do, like, NPC enemies that wander all around the areas. Now, with this one, I don't know if I have a weapon. You can get their spears. It's definitely possible. I haven't actually gotten one from them when I went to farm them for this. Huh. Strange. So use, like, since you got Black Knight here, I would assume it would be near here, or around near the end of here. But use something like a Anri Straight Sword or the Drake Blood Sword, the Silver Knight Shield, and the Silver Knight Armor. But for the spear, is a little harder to represent, but if you kill the Great Wood Tree, I think the best looking spear for theirs is possibly the Astor's Spear. A little different though. But if that's not your style, use the Wink Spear. Once again, I don't know if they dropped those because apparently I haven't received a drop. Now, let's do the Dark Wraith setup. So you want the Dark Wraith set, you can farm them in, what is that? Farron Keep, I think, right before the Abyss Watchers boss battle. Let's get ourselves these. It's actually not that hard to farm. I didn't have too much a hard time to get it. You can also buy the Dark Hand from that woman that comes after Yol dies of Londor. I can't remember her name. But that's the setup with this. Awesome, right? Now you put the Dark Hand in the shield slot, of course. But now we're going to do some Dark Souls 3 characters. So we got the Dancer. Has probably some of the best weapons. I love her weapons. You get the Dancer's enchanted swords as well as her armor from both Ludlith and the... Love them. Yeah! Dance! That's awesome. That's gotta be OP in PvP. Now we can also cosplay as a Fire Witch. Well, probably one of the coolest looking NPCs in the game. And by farming them in Boreal Valley. You can also get their Immolation's Tinder. Because it's a spell using one. Awesome. So there's that. You can also do the Pontiff Knights, which are the most annoying enemies in the game to fight. Whoops. I guess they don't have... Oh, they do have gauntlets. I just never got them. Alright. Get their gauntlets off of them, but right now I just have this for the setup. Whoops. They have a shield, so I gotta remember that. Oh, you can also use their scythe. You have their scythe and their shield, which is the Pontiff shield, and the Pontiff scythe, or Pontiff Knight shield and scythe. You could also possibly do like a cosplay of a character like Nishandra with that. Isn't that awesome? And for the actual swords that they use, they have a Pontiff's Great Sword, or sword. Can't remember what it is. There it is, Pontiff Knight sword. What's this one? Okay. Just wondering if they had another sword that they use. So there you have it with that. That looks a lot like that annoying attack they will repeatedly do. Now let's do another character. You can possibly get 2 of these at some point. I don't know how. Maybe going through the game twice. But a Painting Guardian. Oops. What's the other Painting Guardians? Oh, there it is. You can get the Painting Guardians set up. And my character looks weird with this stuff. And do that for a cosplay. Now there are many other characters I could go through. Such as you can also cosplay as the Winged Knight by getting the entire set. The Faram Knight. There's the entire set. You can also do the Cathedral Knights. You can do the Lothric Knights. Just farm each of those knights in their different locations that you see them in. You can also find this armor set, I think, within Lothric Castle. So keep that in mind when you're checking out Lothric. And the Outrider set you get in, I think, the Archives, which is later on in the same castle, Lothric, when you're heading towards the Twin Princes. Now, I don't want to rush this. I don't want to rush this video too much, but at the same time, I don't want to keep you guys. So we're going to do two Bloodborne characters. So the first one will be Gascoigne. So with this, you might want to do something like, let's see, does this set look good? It's got a cape almost, I don't know. Now you can do something like this. Where's those black gloves? No. Let's just stick with the black gloves. You can do the black gloves uniform. Or the black uniform, whatever. Some Leonard's set, maybe. You can either use the Firekeeper, but I think the best one you want to use for Gascoigne if you want to do something, since it really matches the setup. Where is it? Where is the darn thing? Oh yeah, this looks a lot like the that robe you get off of Ceaseless Discharge, the entire prayer robe. There it is. Leonard's garb. So you can get that, and maybe use some sort of like chunky blade, like the butcher knife, something like that. I don't know what to, like, you could do a crossbow to represent his gun. Oh, not a butcher knife. You want to do something like a some sort of great axe, like the Eleanor. Actually isn't as long as I thought. Or you want to do the deep battle axe. You want to do any kind of axe, whatever fits you. Whatever. Once again, this is up to you guys. So that's what I find best for that. Also, keep in mind that you can also do a cosplay of the other bosses. So, for example, you got the Nameless King. Golden. Whatever. And get his weapon. He's got several weapons apparently though. So Dragon Slayer Sword Spear. Use that. Cool setup. There's also Lorien's armor. Now you guys already know these like setups. You can probably pull off like somebody did a cosplay of Old Iron King in his human form. You could probably pull off the Llewellyn set and then mix it with the use the old, what is it? The old demon hammer? The old King's Great Hammer. Have it at +3. You can use this sword. You could probably do a Smelter Demon with the Morian blade. No, the Morn's armor set, sorry. But there's that. And there are more bosses. You can also do Gundor. Just remember the set that I used entirely for the Looking Glass Knight. And add this weapon to it. Gundor's halberd after killing him as the Gundor champion. Now, since that is all set, you can also dress up as different NPCs within the world of Dark Souls 3, 2, and 1. Remember, there was also Lucatiel and Alva the Knight and Creighton. You can also get their weapons too, and you can cosplay as them. I will probably show them when I play some other character or some other video. You can also use Leonard's outfit to represent your main Hunter Knight. But the last cosplay, you don't need any of these. All you need is the Twinkling Dragon Stone or the Dragon's Torso Stone. And ta-da! We're cosplaying as, well, the cleric beast. Get it. He looks sort of like he's got the horns and stuff. You know what? You're all fired. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave